Hi, I'm Robin Hickman, and this is my story and what I would like to speak with you about today. I grew up in a small town where most of my friends I went to church with. We were all raised the same, it seemed. I knew nothing bad. I had friends when I was little that throughout my lifetime I lost. We grew apart, but I remember them forever, always. I lived in neighborhoods that weren't always the best neighborhoods. But I was happy. Really, really happy. Fields were where we played. We played war with sticks. We would stay out for hours. We had nothing to worry about. And when the horn honked, we came home. We would stay outside all day. We didn't run in and out. There were no cell phones. The only thing we feared were the hobos that might be under the train. Then we started working. Me and my friends. I started working in 6th grade. 75 cents an hour. And that's what I did. I went to school and I worked. And then I sometimes had maybe 4 jobs at one time. But I always worked. I had a car and I would drive that car. And I would laugh with my girlfriends. Those girlfriends, to this day, I still know them. They would be there for you. They haven't changed. They're still the same sweet people. I grew up, I worked jobs, I got a career, and I kept my head down and worked, and worked, and worked. I never really was just the big popular person, but I liked everyone, and I was friendly to everyone. One day, people started asking me just, hey, let's go do things. Normal things. And now I thought, wow, somebody's asking me to go somewhere. I never got asked to go anywhere. I had my girlfriends from school that I would go every once in a while out to dinner, and I'd go home. But in that time, and all I thought I knew, no one prepared me for what life was out there, what was really, truly out there. And there's no one to help anybody through it. You're held accountable for things that you don't understand. You're raised to help people. You're raised to be there for people. But what they didn't teach you was the way people have become. People, maybe they don't realize they hurt others. Maybe they don't realize that they use and manipulate and just exhaust you and then strip you of everything. And if you try to stop anything, there's no way. It continues. And you may never know who, what, when, or where. You just know that life was not that way. You never saw people that way. You can reach out for help. Try to get someone to help you understand it. They won't. They don't understand it until it happens to somebody. Nobody understands it. And then you still don't understand it. There's no compassion. There's only judging. There's no help. And there's no one to talk to. There's no one to prepare our youth for this. And this is what is becoming the way. Because it gets people what they want. And truly, that is so sad. If I have to hurt someone to get what I want, if I have to do anything to anyone to get what I want, no thank you. I don't want to be people's friends for any reason other than if I like them, if I'm nice to them. If you're not something that if I don't agree with something, I'm not going to fake and be around you. I'm one who talks to people, who can talk about anything, but people do not talk anymore. And if you try, they think you're crazy. Yeah, they'll make you feel crazy. But when you can't have a conversation with someone, and people just listen and point and degrade others and tell lies and hurtful things, and people have to live with this daily. Daily they have to live with it. And no one cares. They love it. They feed off of these things. And the people that I see that do it the most and feed off it the most are the least I expect. And the ones that have compassion are the ones they mock. The ones they make fun of. The ones that don't have a voice. The ones that keep their voice quiet because they've been beaten down so badly. When is someone gonna stand up? Stand up for someone weaker. Stand up and take a stand. Stand up and say no more. No, you're not going to act this way. You're not going to treat people this way. Not on my watch. It's hurtful. It's confusing. And when you have people out there that can help you, and instead they mock you and laugh at you in their positions and they're building it and enhancing it, and they encourage it to get what they want. It's wrong. Today I hope somebody takes a stand. I hope there's no more victims. I hope there's no more people confused, hurt, lost, wondering what just happened, how they were stripped of everything, how their compassion for something results in loss, how their kindness gets them destroyed by hurtful words like they never existed. And when this happens and you're alone and trying to figure it out, it's not a nice thing. It's not a good place to be. And there are people out there living this way. And it makes me sad for a community. It makes me sad for the world, and it makes me sad that there's no one educating anyone on any of this. If you want to help your community, come together and you educate your youth, because they're going through this right now. Confusion. Adults, grandparents, families. No one understands what's happening. And those out there who have the knowledge to help them will not until after something detrimental has happened. Help them before. Stop it before. Thank you, Robin Hickman.